essentially your current task is to get to Artoria Minor, and to get there, well, you guys can prepare in the town and then set out.
Okay.
And I will transport us over to the town. Yeah, so you guys can just take it away and do what you need. You can look around the town, maybe get prepared, get your equipment, fill Rontor in on what happened.
That was
Where
a
are the
mistake the
walls?
first time, Nathan.
I don't know why the walls are gone. That is weird. Let's just pretend there are walls there. I'll draw some walls in. I thought it just wasn't loading, but it still hasn't loaded, so...
There's just no walls.
You think this establishment is rich enough to have walls? Okay, there is your walls.
It's been very annoying.
Look at your
Oh,
beautiful
boy.
walls, guys.
Nathan, you are an artist.
I am.
Uh,
Do any of these people
Morgan.
sell a net
What?
that I could catch? Do any of these people sell a net that I could catch an air salmon with?
no, you need a butterfly net for that.
Yeah, that sort of net.
You can ask around. There are some. Let me just ping. Okay, so there's like some fruits, veggies over here, some like vegetables and other foods. You got a butcher over here, and then this guy's like an equipment trader.
Oh, this guy's an equipment trader. You
Yeah,
have
this
air
guy.
salmon nets.
I'm sorry. What? Air salmon? What's that? I shouldn't entertain this
Do you
idea.
not know what an air salmon is?
I think you're a bit delusional. There is no such thing as air salmon. Salmon are fish that do not live around these parts.
Sir,
Well,
sir,
what is
I
salmon?
can,
Oh
I can back up this man and tell you for certain that their salmon do exist. Look, there's one right there. And Draco points to a bird on the roof.
Not
He
having...
just stares at you blankly, thinking you're insane, which you are.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to this guy and see what he's doing.
He's carting off a fresh hunt of a few rabbits, maybe a squirrel.
And this is a serious question, though. Does this guy sell any, like, arrows or stuff? Because I think I need some.
You can ask him.
You sell arrows, guy?
Yes, I do believe we have a few spare wooden arrows over here, and he bends down behind the stall and grabs up a small bucket with about 13 wooden arrows. We just find
need
the
Do I need to pay for these in any way, shape, or form?
yes, that's how
Damn
that
it.
works.
Surely is the thingy guard I get a discount.
Well, I'll give. Usually, I would price these arrows at around 1 gold piece. I'll give it to you for let's say 2 gold piece.
I think that says gold piece. So 2?
Yes.
The 13 arrows?
Yes.
I'll just take it. Beautiful.
So you buying them?
Ban all those arrows.
Shoot. He is fresh out of arrows, and he just takes the gold pieces, pockets them, and shakes your hand and says, "Nice to do business with you." Now, what's going on over here in the world of Lia and Draco? You guys doing anything?
What are these things?
I mean, they are very clearly cows. Or
Can I hop on one of the cows and use as my loyal steed?
give me an animal handling check. Yeah, it bucks you off, and you just land on your back, defeated, and it runs away.
Okay, I try the other cow.
No, they both the small
The
one is
same
the small one
cow.
is its child, so it just like runs with its mother.
I ready a javelin. I'm joking.
You created more havoc in your own town than to actual enemies. Okay, so once you 3 are all good and equipped, I'll say you guys can have a short rest, which means Tass, since you're hurt, I guess Alex as well, but you're only 1 point, so it doesn't really matter. If you're hurt, if you would like to expend any hit dice, you can, And if any of you have used anything that can regenerate over a short rest, I don't think you guys have used anything, but in case you have, you can do that, refresh those, and then
Wait,
test.
before the short rest, can I use my healing pool to heal me and then take the short rest, which will refill the healing pool?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, my healing pool regens when I take a long rest, though.
Okay, then you can either use a hit dice or you can use your healing pool
I
anyway.
don't have hit dice left,
Do you
so I'm
not
just gonna
have-
use the healing pool.
Okay. Well, okay, anyway, so anything else you guys want to do, or
Onward.
you're all good? You're all onwards, so you guys can regroup at the bridge, and we'll send you out into the unknown. So you see those red lines now? That is your path
Yeah.
through the forest. You will be following just the general path past that bridge towards the river, and you guys, you've been around this way many times as the guard, but you've never crossed the river before. You've always just patrolled the forest and stuff. I believe Tass, your Drakeo, has come from another town, so he would have been across the river some point in his life. But
Yes.
you guys know that the river, it's quite treacherous. I mean, you could attempt to swim it. It's about, let's say it's a couple hundred meters across. It's very dangerous. Unless you're like an actual swimming creature with like a swim speed, it's going to be almost impossible to cross just by yourself. It's got a very strong current that will take you out past the rapids and bludgeon you to death. But there is a old boat shack further up northward down up the river, and it's very old. It was sort of watched over by this old man that lived at the lake to the north, and it's usually a sort of community thing where you can get a boat to cross the river. There is no bridges across this river, by the way.
Can we build a bridge?
With what do you want to go to Monash and get an engineering degree and come back and build a
Yes.
bridge?
Yeah.
What do I roll for that?
Unless you have an entire army of, this is I said it's several hundred meters across, so unless you have about like multiple years and many contractors and engineers deforesting half the forest to get all the materials and then very slowly building a bridge across, no, you cannot build a bridge.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm heading towards the boat shack. 'Cause
Okay,
I
would
don't
the other
think
two
it's
have
that-
any
I'll
other
go with
ideas?
you.
Leah?
I'm still on the map screen.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
all there. I'm still...
Oh, where's this boat shack?
Yeah, I'll mark it on the map, but...
So how long is this river? 100 what?
It's a couple hundred meters across. So I'd say maybe about 700 meters across. It's a very wide river. It's one of the main rivers, well, one of the only two marked on the map, as you can see, but it's probably the main river of Rendamir. There are many other rivers, like smaller rivers, that aren't marked on this map, just because I couldn't be bothered drawing them, but, you know, this is the main one. Okay, there, that is the old boat shack. You guys currently have come out of the forest at the path down further south, so you're going to need to head north. And, let me bring you guys over to this page, and I'll drop your tokens down.
Yep.
This is the road path upwards, towards, north towards the, boat shack. To the left will be the river, and to the right will be the forest more.
Can I roll a perception check and look around?
Sure.
Wow.
3. You see that there is a bush to your left. Good job.
Whoa.
There is a bush.
Is there anything in the bush?
It is orange. Good job.
Are there berries?
No, there
can't
is no
see that much.
berries.
You're-
You can't see. You are almost as blind as a bat. You guys
You
are
rolled
quite
even lower
terrible.
than
That's twice of what he got, so...
You see a bush to your left and a bush to your right.
I- Leah, help.
We can't see, we're blind.
Or like King Velma from Scooby-Doo, searching on the floor for our glasses.
Rui, would you like to do anything? Any
Yeah.
perception check?
I'm meant to have like gnome vision or something.
No.
No vision.
Yeah.
You have dark vision that allows you to see in the dark. It doesn't allow you to see more.
Oh my
my!
god.
You guys are getting carried. You guys are getting absolutely carried. So you see this entire area that you can see on the map. You see that there's this sort of ridge line to the right. This I'll ping it. This is a sort of a large rocky structure. Towards your side is a cliff, and that feeds into the forest over towards the right. So it's heavy. You just off where the map ends, the edge. It's heavy forest. There's like a bunch of trees and stuff. Very thick. You probably wouldn't be able to manage to get yourself onto this rock. Over here there's a few looser rocks and everywhere, and then a few boulders here and there. It looks like a bit of a bottleneck. The path goes in between this sort of like crevice. This is a bit high, this is a bit high as well, so it's like walls on either side of the path. And then onwards, you can see the river on the left side as well. Nothing looks too like different, except it's very, very rough. And there's like a bunch of rocks in the river. And other than that, maybe you see a bit of movement up like past here. Nothing too strange though.
No, that bottleneck looks a bit sus. Can we like go around like the back of here?
You could
There should be a river there, right?
yeah,
We could
there is
swim.
literally right at the edge of this map. There is a river, but I would say there's like, what is that? That's like two feet of distance between the river and the rock. So you can probably, I mean, the river doesn't immediately get super deep, so you can probably put your feet in the water and walk around this rock if you want.
See something.
You can get your feet wet.
Yeah, like I give my idea to the group. I'm like, that bottleneck does not look good, and I've seen plenty bottlenecks in my life, so we could like scoot around here.
Yeah.
You can line all three of you guys up there, and all three of you give me an acrobatics check just to see if you can waddle your way around the rock without falling into the water. Because, you know, very short distance there.
But,
Oh god.
oh no.
Chicken
So,
feed stuff, she just can't.
Rontor and Drakeo, it's a bit rough. The ground's been wet with like all the water, and it's a bit soft. It's very muddy, but you guys managed to hold against the rock and just sort of shimmy across and through. When Lia is trying to walk past behind you guys, she tries to follow your place, but where you guys were stepping, the mud had given way, and she falls back first into the water. Nothing too bad happens. You don't get swept away, but you are now just completely drenched in water.
Why not?
Great.
Leah, I would use my dragon fire breath to dry you off, but I'm an ice dragon.
Alex, so you've stepped past. Give me a... oh. Okay, wait, step back a bit. Just Drakeo, step back a bit, yeah. As you guys rounded the corner, there was a man crouching behind this rock, and he sees you immediately, and he yells out in surprise that you just sort of appeared behind him. And he immediately, he starts shouting, and he pulls out his sword immediately. So everyone roll initiative. Let me get the time ordered out and reset it. So we have Alex goes first, Rontor goes first, and I'm just going to say Lia's still, because there's not a lot of space and you can't really be on the rock there. You guys will be lined up here in that order.
We just walk up and take it in turns to grab this guy.
Yeah, and as where you stand, Alex, you are free. But if either Tass or Rhiannon, if you guys attack because of your positioning with this rock right now, you will be at disadvantage if you don't get out of where you are when you attack.
I just move across to there,
Sure.
and then I can attack, right?
Yep.
I'll go with the short sword.
Oof.
That's definitely a hit. 8 damage. He is, you just absolutely, I'm just gonna move you over here just a sec so you guys can see that health bar. Okay, so you have pretty mortally injured this guy. As he is reaching for his sword, you just get in there a bit quicker and you just absolutely slash his hand off. Like, it is just separated cleanly from the elbow. There's blood gushing out as he starts screaming. He drops his sword and starts like holding his hand as it's just splashing everywhere. A bit of blood gets on Draco's shoes. Why did that? Okay, oh, that's very high. Okay, I made an attack. It went to 2 GM. For some reason it was like a private, but I'm just gonna tell you, it was a 20 and a 20. This guy, you guys see up here, he hearing the screams of his friend over at the rock, pops up out of this bush and shoots he's got his crossbow ready and he shoots a bolt at Alex, or Rontor, sorry, and he hits you for 7 piercing.
Oh, that's not nice.
Up on the rock, you see another guy pop his head up above the rocks, seeing you three in this very tight space here, and he starts yelling. He's got a sword in his hand and he's waving it above his head, very angrily. And he will jump down to here and move over here. And that is the end of that turn. And then this guy right next to you, Rontor, his hand is just chopped off, bleeding, and he is like on the verge of tears, just like completely nearly bled out. And he looks at you and then he says, "You monster," and he tries to run away, which provokes an attack of opportunity, if you wish to absolutely just destroy him.
Yeah, I think I will. I like how you've seen how we're getting wrecked and you're like, when this guy can run away and take an opportunity.
He's on 1 HP, dude. You took him from full health to 1 HP in one shot. That's definitely a hit. As he runs away, you just slash him across the back and that's it for him. He is dead. Well, it's Lia's turn, but she is stuck behind Draco.
Can I even do anything? I'm like stuck behind this rock.
You can, if you'd like to, I mean, you could either, let's see, you could either like squeeze this way and go around that way, or you could use half your movement to squeeze past Draco and like come out here. And would you like to do an attack?
Sure. One sec.
Nice. Who is this on?
The guy, the closest guy.
This guy?
Yeah.
Okay, 9 fire damage.
I'm going to use my breath attack, which can go on a 15-foot cone,
Yeah,
and it just hits both of them.
okay.
Okay, so it...
Each creature in the area of the exhalation must make a con save. Okay, let's do that first. 12. They both fail.
Okay, so they take
So do a 2d6.
2d6.
Damn, okay. This guy will take 8 damage. And one of his arms will start to freeze up a bit and get a bit white. And he starts sort of like patting, like wondering what the hell's happening. He's like sort of screaming a bit. And this one, it does like, it sort of like gives him a chill, but he's okay. And is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
On to Rontor.
I should be able to do that, and then I'm going to attack him. My sword again. Okay.
Oh, barely. Yeah, roll damage. Okay, so this bandit now, he's getting a bit anxious. So he will shoot off another crossbow bolt aimed at Drakeo, and that
Chainmail and a shield.
the arrow clings off,
Shield.
and it hits into your chainmail, and it gets stuck in the chains, but it doesn't do any damage. And instead, this guy will run 15 feet here and use the rest of his movement to get up here. And next up, 5, that is not going to do anything to anyone. But you guys see a arrow fling out of this bush over here, and this little guy, another bandit, appears. He I guess because he was trying to be stealthy, he just wildly missed, and his arrow went in between all three of you. Didn't come close to anyone, and he just sort of realizes he's just revealed his position accidentally and scampers off over here. And now it's the bandit captain. He will take a swing at you, Rontor, with his... let's go dagger. 17, that's a hit. 5 damage. And that will go on to the next bandit, who is dead, so I'll remove him from the turn order, and it's Lia's turn.
Can I move down here?
Yeah, you can move there.
Okay.
That is 15 feet, so you still have 15 feet more if you want to use it.
No.
Chill touch, okay, he will take 4 damage. And anything else? Or you're ending your turn?
I'll end it. Yeah.
Okay, and now on to Drakeo.
So Draco steps up.
Okay, you have advantage because you're flanking.
He calls down a magic holiness on his halberd, divine smite, and he whacks the captain with the halberd.
Okay, roll damage. Which spell slot did you use? A level 1?
A level 1 spell slot because I only have
So,
level 1 spell slots.
Add a 1d8.
No, I need to roll for damage first.
Oh, right, yeah. Sorry, I thought the 27 was damage. 18 plus a 1d8.
How much health does he have?
That is 18 plus 5,
23 damage.
which was 1 more than he had, and he is now dead. Okay, he is dead, skewered between you three, and
Absolutely smoldered, that guy.
on to Rontor.
Does it take anything to switch between?
It takes a bonus action.
So if I don't move, can I do that? Or?
Yeah, you can. You have your movement, an action, and a bonus action, so you can still move and switch your weapon.
Ah, sweet.
But it's
Switch to my bow.
your bow.
The big guy on the rock.
Sure. Roll for attack. I mean, that is a hit. Roll damage. Three piercing. He takes an arrow to the chest and is almost incapacitated. Are you gonna move?
No.
Okay. It is now his turn, and he will return the favor at Lia. And he will try and shoot Lia with a bow, which is a definite hit, and does 3 damage to you. And then he will step back from the edge a bit, so that now he's like away from the edge, so you guys don't have direct line of sight on him. He'll walk back here, and Next turn will be Bandit 2. He will walk out here.
Electric Boogaloo.
Bandit 2 Electric Boogaloo. He will shoot his crossbow. 10 does not hit Drakeo. Again, he's missed his shot. And so instead he will, let's see, where did he? He came 10 feet, and then he will run back here, scared.
It's a bit useless this guy, isn't he?
He's a trainee. That's why he's Bandit 2 and nothing else. Bandit Captain is dead, and now it's Lia's turn.
What? I can only move. Oh wait, I can move 30, right?
Yeah, he can move 30.
Can I hit him from here?
This rock will be in the way, so you'll have to, like, let's say, line of sight wise, you'll have to be like probably one of here.
Oh, okay. Well then, I'll end my turn there, because I already moved
Okay.
it.
Crossover, so you're only at 25 feet, which means you can move one more square across if you want.
Okay,
So you can move there if you wanted to.
okay.
And this will be in line of sight if you want to attack him. That is a hit, and he does 1 damage.
Yay.
And now it is Draco's turn.
I'm gonna run over here. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, so does this work? Because this is 30 feet.
You just did it again, but let's see if you go.
Also, that band guy was not there, he was below me.
Yeah, you can make it there.
Yeah. Can you move the bandit guy?
What bandit guy? This guy?
The one above me, he was below me.
He's
Okay,
not
there we
above.
go.
He's not above.
He was
there.
above
He was already there.
Okay.
You can check the recording. He was already there.
I'm gonna whip up my halberd again and go ka-chow on this dude's face.
Ka-chow. I'd laugh. It was like a if it was a
I love how
line.
it always says you're on thin goddamn ice, buddy, every time I do that.
It's because I added it to the notes once I gave it back to you. So it's gonna every time you use your halberd ever, it's always gonna be there.
Okay.
14 is enough. Roll damage.
Ka-chow.
Oh, that's some bad news for him. You just the halberd comes down, right onto his face. He's very much dead.
I yell out, can I, after I do that, can I yell out like a ritualistic scream of blood to try and intimidate the other guy?
Sure. Let's see what check can you do for that.
Nathan's
Intimidation,
like,
intimidation, right? Intimidation. What?
Not funny.
Dude, he's already on 1 HP alone with all his buddies dead. You got a nat 20 on intimidation. I was gonna make him run away screaming anyway, but you're just gonna accelerate that.
We make him know. We just make him freeze in fear, so that way he can literally just walk us
Yeah.
up with him.
It's Rontor's turn.
Right. Surely we get some form of advantage now.
This dude watched the dragon man carve his buddy's face in half and then yell out a blood-curdling scream as he does it.
You can't go there, Alex.
No.
Everything from this like way here is all just cliff, so you can't physically climb up there. The only way to climb up is you can climb up this way.
Get to there. If I was there, could I see him?
No, you would have to climb these rocks to be able to see him. He's like crouched at the top of it, and this is all like a flat area, so it's not like he's like on a summit or anything. He's like protected by these walls. And you also can't do that because you're crossing over the rocks. Okay, so now it's a bandit, and he has just seen his friends murdered. He is up against he's on 1 HP, he's up against a foe he's never expected, and he's just, you know, heard this ritualistic scream that has made his blood boil, and he just can't take it anymore. He runs off and just leaps off the rocks, and lands onto the rocky bottom and just kills himself.
Oh my god.
And now they are all dead. The bandit
Guys, we
checkpoint
celebrate
is...
because we finally did not die.
Yes, good job.
I steal his arrows then if he has a bow?
You can scavenge. Give me a investigation check. You find 11 arrows on him.
Can I scavenge the bandit captain?
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
So he's the captain, he must have some gold on him or something. Mr. King...
15. Okay, you find a scimitar, a sort of like this fox pelt, like skin that he's got draped across his shoulders, but it is now completely...
Strikingly like a lance hammer.
Shut up. It is completely drenched in blood, so it would be almost worthless unless you can find a good dry cleaner. And
I take the fox pelt.
okay, and he also has 4 gold coins on him.
I also take the scimitar and coins. I take everything this man owns.
And now you guys, if you check on the map where you last were, that was the bandit encampment. And oh, that was a terrible line, but well. You guys make your way up to the old boat shack. Okay, well now that we've finished with the bandits thing, you guys want to take our first session break?